Good morning. How are you guys? Hey, we're going to talk about fear. So this week, my word of the week is fear. How to overcome fear, how to look fear in the face. And fear has some acronyms, right? We think about fear, I encourage you to think about what are you really afraid of? Fear has one acronym that is forget everything and run. And there's another acronym that is forget everything and rise, right? So I want to go over the 6 steps of fear from Napoleon Hill and Think and Grow Rich. And it also comes from Earl Nightingale. There's 6 ghosts of fear. Who's afraid of ghosts? Number 1 is the fear of poverty. 2 is the fear of criticism. 3 is the fear of ill health. 3 is the fear of the love of someone. The fear is the fear of the loss of someone. That number 3 is the fear. 4. A call just came in. 4 is the fear of the loss of someone. 5 is the fear of old age. 6 is the fear of death. Now let's talk about these fears. So there is this fear of poverty, right? When you're constantly thinking of poverty and having a scarcity mindset, you're going to think of poverty. If you have a success mindset, it is going to help you reduce the thought of poverty. So when you want to get away from that you want to think, okay, I got a success mindset, I'm going to win no matter what. Number 2 is the fear of criticism, right? Criticism from the wrong people, that's not healthy, constructive criticism, can really stop you in your tracks. And therefore, you have to protect yourself from being around people that are constantly critical. And then you have to remember yourself that the people that are criticizing you constantly, you have to think and ask yourself, are they paying my bills? Because their opinions right now are not paying my bills. And when you want criticism and you want criticism from the right people, then go to the right people. How do you shield yourself from that as well? Is just really, really be careful who you talk to. When you're trying to make a hard decision, or you're trying to make a decision about your business or about something that you're doing, or even your personal life, right? Your personal relationships, your love life. Be careful who you talk to, because you're going to get lots and lots of feedback from different people, and you really have to ask yourself, are they paying my bills? Do they even know the full story, or are they just being critical? Number 3 is the fear of ill health. I always say this, is you can't enjoy your wealth without your health. And if you want to be successful and you want to have a success conscious mindset, ask yourself this question: are you taking care of yourself enough to give yourself enough energy to be successful? Because it's one thing to want success, and it's one thing to be like, yeah, I'm following my goals, I'm good, I'm doing this and this and this and this, and I'm doing 100 things. But there's one thing I'm not doing, and the one thing that I'm not doing is I'm not taking care of myself. Okay, the 4th one is the fear of loss of someone that you love, right? Oftentimes we fear of losing people because of negative approval, right? We are always seeking this approval from someone, that we have this fear of making these decisions in our life, or taking care of ourselves for once, or maybe you've turned into somebody different, right? Because you have a success mindset. Oftentimes people will tell you, you've changed, and you're going to go, thank you, I have changed. And so don't fear losing someone that is hindering your success, that you are looking for negative approval from, right? Create a new circle. You're the sum total of your 5 closest friends. You're the sum total of your environment. Go find the environment that you're going to be successful, and wanting the approval and the acknowledgement and the advice from those people. Okay. The 5th one is old age. Old age. A lot of people fear old age. If you look at the book or read the book Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill, a lot of success happens in your 40s and 50s, and massive success success happens in your 60s and 70s. So it's never too late. The other thing is think of yourself. Who cares about the number, right? It's how old do you feel? How old do you feel? I was just listening to a podcast and this gentleman's like, yep, I wake up at 4:30, I go do CrossFit. The people that actually make a habit to work out every day, to keep themselves young and to play every day are the people that do not fear old age. They're like, guess what? I'm just getting started, okay? So don't fear old age. Work out every day and move more to be more. You hear me say that too. Move more to be more. The fear of death. People are always thinking and fearing death. Here's the deal. We're all going to die. We're all going to die anyways, right? One thing that you shouldn't fear is one thing you should put in place is a life insurance policy, because a lot of people fear death because they don't know, they haven't completed their goals, they haven't reached their potential, or they're worried about the people that they're going to leave behind. Well, get a life insurance policy, get a policy with a living benefit so you know if you were to leave that your family is not going to be in a financial crisis. And successful people don't even think about death, right? They think about death every now and then because it happens, but they don't focus on that because they're too busy living. They're too busy living. They're not living to die, right? They're dying to live, and they're dying to live every day, and they go play and they have fun and they laugh and they do what they love and they follow their passion. So don't be too busy thinking about death when you should be thinking about living and living a full life. So go out there. This book, The 6 Ghosts of Fear, is in Think and Grow Rich in the back. And just remember, you can forget everything and run, fear, or you can forget everything and rise, right? You can forget everything and rise and be like, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to rise. So do not be afraid. Focus on fear this week. Listen to songs that help you combat fear because it's normal, right? It's normal. But the reason why Napoleon Hill calls this the 6 Ghosts of Fear, because it's appearing real. Fear is appearing real, but it's actually imaginary. It's imaginary. I cannot talk today. Fear is imaginary. It's not real. Okay? So don't let it get the best of you. Kick some butt and just go out there and don't let the fear of poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of someone, old age, or death stop you in your tracks. All right? Have a good day.